pads. The hologram's gone down.
A simple malfunction, perhaps.
An outrage is what I call it. That hologram's dark flag landed in the soil.
Slow down. Schultz went where? Seems alive. Schultz! Anyone got lamps on Schultz? Anyone? Did I not make clear our orders to hold the line here regardless?
I'm afraid there's more. Bad news, Commander. She also...
Would that he done her more good? Seems Calamity has claimed 2 good soldiers today. You there. I don't normally sanction nameless passers-by giving ear to my private discourse. That right. Earth Directorate. Not many would claim such affiliation these days. None from Arcadia have the knowledge to lie about it. What's your business at the Vox? Sounds serious. Were it in my power to offer aid, you'd have it. Alas. Whatever your purpose, I feel a contractual obligation to warn you against setting a heel past this base. If you go any further, you go alone and at your own peril. No Anti's forces are permitted beyond the forward position upon pain of... It is difficult for me to accept such laudations at the moment. By steadfastly holding the line here, we forestall any retribution that protect... Calamity digs its claws in deeper. Thank you for notifying me of their demise. I'll send a car for replacements, and pray we do not suffer another attack before then. I'd thank you to affix some ballast to that name when you... Scrabbles has been integral to this unit's success for years. Outsiders may see him as a... Schultz obviously knew the risks, and hoped he'd protect her through the minefield. Alas, even Scrabble's power has limits. Still would help morale to get him back, though. I'll pardon your skepticism given your lack of acquaintance, and say only this. Ask not what Scrabbles achieve before you depart. Stay out of the minefield if you value your limbs. Foremost, I'd advise our initial schematics we managed to acquire also list an access tunnel on the eastern wall. But beware, First Officer Schultz is Schultz by steadfastly holding the line here before... I see you haven't gone and blown yourself up yet. Though I've cogitated on the matter at some length, I lack answers. Only those breathing, mystifying by steadfastly holding the line before...
to relieve himself, but
I see you haven't gone and blown yourself up yet. I'll be spaced. Scrabbles was originally a gift from my daughter. He fought with us during the Consolidation War, and has seen this squad through every hard deployment since leaving Tau Ceti. He's also packed with some of the finest grade stimulants this side of legal. Here, for your trouble. Livener like that comes in handy when you're in a pinch. While we appreciate you returning Scrabbles, you'll not provoke me into a course of unwise action if that's your aim. For the sake of discussion, let's say that I agree to this enterprise. Such non-compliance is unlikely to go over well with my direct report. How do you propose I handle Carr? If you've nothing to offer, even Carr, that decides it. I'll make a full account of my actions after the bridge has been Troopers. This is what we've been waiting for, troopers. What all those days and nights of trial readied us for. Forward! As Scrabbles is my witness, we will achieve victory!
Let me know when you needed a stretch. How are you still upright over there?
Secure position.
You can't.
Just earned an anti-branded corporate dodgeball smock.
Looking a few corpse low, Commander. Give the order, and I'll take care of him, Commander.
Contact lost.
No remaining hostiles detected in the area.
bridge is ours, and with nary a scratch to show for it. Thanks for your contributions to this great and honorable endeavor. For as long as we hold the bridge, safe passage is yours.
The idea is to kill them before you die.
We've been deployed to deal with the living weapon forces. The previous squad was unprepared for this threat and was consequently torn asunder. Command's intel could never be so lacking as to allow this to occur. So why? They were lulling Auntie's Choice into a false sense of security before launching counteroffensive teams. This will undoubtedly save far more lives than it cost. Another stroke of genius from Command. Praise the matriarch. Sergeant Bornsworth, signing off.
Confronting threat.
Alert. Hostile.
Health benefits available at...
Disruptive influences.
Raptidons are ever malleable. Eden doesn't want them around and they don't belong here. They sure carved out a place for themselves. I can respect that. Keep howling. We're coming for you. Yep. Matriarch's here, all right. Let's put our heads together. See these half-eaten... She'll have retreated into hiding to conserve her energy. But I got one way to get her attention. You know, a matriarch with 3 full stomachs ain't coming out of hibernation unless she senses a threat. All right.
Guns cocked and loaded. Give the signal. Inside for leading outside, Commander. Hey, got a distraction for you. Over here. Free hole in the head.
Little pick-me-up for you.
Not getting up without help, Commander.
Hate to ask for help, but help? Wow, look at this part! That's twice the muscle mass of a Raptidon hunter. Undamaged nerve endings? Even the coloration's to my liking. Can't ever discount the aesthetics. You're no slouch, you know that? If we had more soldiers with your talent, we would have taken Eden months ago. You earned it. Whenever you're ready, we should head back to Fairfield. Have a word with Doc Tinsley now that if you've got an opinion, I'm keen to hear it. The material we harvested from the skeleton crabble could allow me to fire off scalding shell shards. They'd pierce through armor easily, I imagine. And the part from the Raptidon matriarch should let me camouflage myself at will, like other Raps can. I'd be able to close the distance and heal you up without the enemy noticing. Exactly what I was thinking. I'm good to head to Doc's lab with the news.
Introducing Auntie's new line of specialty drinks for the discerning consumer. Auntie's.
Ever wonder if our assignment here will never end? Like our employment contract.
You know what these new Westport Protectorate folks need? A middle manager to focus their earnings.
Back again? I hope the hunting has gone well. Certainly, if you've procured the right materials. I've been fine-tuning the procedure in the meantime.
I'm gonna assume Crabble Butter's especially smooth, because I'm ready to feel like myself again. I've decided on the matriarch graft. This program started with Raptidons, so why not try the finest specimen? If you don't mind, I'll go ahead and take this spare part off your hands for my own.
Oh, the Raptidon matriarch will be a splendid... Go on now. Get sorted while I get this machine up and running. Mind the Raptidon drool on the table. No need to be nervous. I promise.
Thank you for the bedside map.
Enough distractions, please. I need the utmost focus for my work. This is beautiful work. My best yet. How does the limb feel, Inez? Any numbness? Pain?
Yeah, both. Body's not accustomed to the presence of another limb. Feels like I've got an extra passenger in my nervous system. But it certainly beats feeling like I'm bleeding on the inside. Or fighting the urge to feast on raw human flesh. Like last time.
Well, I'll certainly be having words with that surgeon, leaving you in a state like that. Now, you come back straight away if anything bothers you.
Will do, Doc. I thank you. And you, Commander, without your help, I don't know what I might have done. Whatever you need going forward, I'm there. You got my word.
sure that was the end of me. Thank you for saving me. I wish I could return your
Though you're most welcome to my old Protectorate equipment on that ledge. I won't require any of it from...
My partner and I are once I...
Figured this ship would have departed by now. You know how Sentinels are. They take their time with traitors and instigators.
Coming up on some foes.
They never questioned, never doubted. Their zeal never lagged. The Sovereign provides, the system abides.
Back again. Thought we were done for now. Break as many fingers as pleases you. Wait, who are you? I'm certain
We're not Protectorate. We're your ticket out of this hotbox. Esculepe sent us.
Esculepe? Zeb sent you? Wait, you're Niles, aren't you? Count on Zeb to go as far as raising the dead to help. But it's too late. I gather you haven't noticed the bodies in the pen here.
Oh. The others don't look like they suffered.
Montelli, damn him! He executed March and Pharaoh outright, ranting about traitors. Then the consul sent... She tortured us for information. The others didn't survive her enthusiasm for the work. I'm only here because the consul wants someone brought back to him. Oh, thanks. Can't take all the credit, though. The Sentinel seemed spent by the time she got to me. Wore herself out on the others, I guess. Quick, though, before I forget or we're interrupted, I memorized the cipher. It's 02519W. Should help Zeb decode the intelligence we sent him. Please don't think me ungrateful for...
If you're too hurt to walk, I'm sure the commander and I could...
No, it's not that. I need the Sentinel to take me onto that transport. I want her to think she's won. And then, just as we leave orbit...
That might just be the most ruthless bait and switch I ever heard.
Thanks. Funny what ideas come into your head after losing a molar. I'm no martyr. If there was another way to... I'll make it look like an accident. Mechanical failure. When I was being tortured, I saw...
You know your stuff, Commander. I was just about to point out the same problem.
What do you propose?
Not blowing yourself up for stuff.
You know how relentless the Protectorate is. But if I die, that's the end of it. The Consul will turn his attention elsewhere, and our cause can continue in the shadows. Please, if you can help me sabotage the transport, then help me.
Might be I could sabotage the transport from the outside. Make it look like negligent maintenance. What do you think, Commander?
The others paid with their blood to protect the cause. How can I be unwilling to do the same? All right. I'm going to trust you on this. Nope, anyway.
I know what Audra said, but what if she's wrong? I can't help thinking we shouldn't leave without blooding in the Protectorate's nose first. I could still go through with our plan from before. Sabotage the transport, make it look like an accident. Wouldn't be hard. I'm torn. On the one hand, Audra might be right. But when else are we gonna have a chance to take out one of the Consul's lackeys and a Protectorate vessel in one go? She was ready to fulminate herself before we talked her out of it. I'm just saying, maybe she ain't thinking so straight. That Sentinel's not gonna stop. She'll find new targets, new people to torture and kill. If we do nothing now, their blood will be on our hands. I've spent 10 years on the sidelines, watching people suffer, not being able to do a thing about it. We can do something here. Thank you, Commander. Stay put. Shouldn't take me too long. Done. Won't go into the particulars, but you can trust that ship will blow the moment it hits orbit. Let's get back to Zeb. He still needs a cipher.
The Sovereign provides, the system abides. Reporting is so neighborly, suspicion lightly so. Better take a gander.
Prudence dictates we rout all disruptive influences.
Let me at this meddlesome contrivance.
You've returned, but... Hold a moment. What's that? What in the blazes was that? What is it?
A sentinel worked them over bad. Only Audra was still alive when we got there, and she was ready to blow herself up to take out that ship. Luckily, we found another way.
Damn the Protectorate. At least you were able to get through to Audra, and still find a way to avenge our fallen comrades. And what of the Cypher? Thank you. I was beginning to fear I'd have to decipher this intelligence the hard way. Perhaps I was mistaken about your commitment to making amends, Niles. Thank you for being true.
Can't fault you for having doubts. But I have changed. I am changing.
I hope you'll both forgive me my earlier disposition. I'm not normally so... surly. I'm pleased Niles has found such a supportive friend. I haven't much to reward you with, but take this. It's something I had started on for Niles long ago. Hopefully it fits. This information came at a steep price, but I'll put it to good use. Expect to hear from me should our cause require further assistance from the Earth Directorate's best.
Can't get that anyway. Need something, Commander? Sure. Anyway. Need something, Commander? Found it, huh? Truth is, I was getting ready to talk. All these years. And that's what I keep telling myself. No, burn it, launch it out the airlock, do whatever you want with it. Means nothing to me now, Andy. And now her new brand's been turned into, oh yeah? What's needling you? Fair point. Guess Horizon Point didn't exactly fall. Oh, before the invasion, at least, the Earth Directorate still not the way you're gawping at me right now makes me think I answered that question wrong. I appreciate the concern. Won't lie, I found you. Oh, and Val's been stalling less since I patched her acclimator. Ship doesn't smell anymore. Spread worst. I was trying to teach myself some new skills in the galley. Val got it into her hardware. I needed a hobby. Well, I learned about 20 ways how not to fix a worst. Like triangle, can't remember a time I didn't end the day all banged up. You never forget your first time manually flushing a propulsion tank. Funny thing was, I didn't want to bring any heat down on anyone else, so I went on the run before the first jackboot. Not out then. The Earth Directorate showed up. They liberated Triangulum, pulling me and the rest of the colony out from under the corporate boot. Joining up, I could ask you the same thing. Sometimes I wonder what would have happened if I'd gone back to my old life instead of becoming an agent. Stayed on Triangulum. I knew joining up with the Earth Directorate wasn't going to be a life of low turbulence. But at least it'd have dignity. Could have maybe done. But only thing I know for sure is my opinion today is colored by you buttering me up for a favor. I'll tell you right now, I'm not taking extra shifts cleaning the head. Oh. And thanks for what you said. Hey, try. I don't like feeling like I was adding to the... No point missing something you're never getting back, though. That's either hope or foolishness, Commander. And Eve, how about this? Oh, I liked her. And for some reason, she sure was. I've got time.
See, and great for my resume, if I'm honest. Few bullet points like that. Maybe it'll be enough to win me a spot on a higher rung. And you? If you help, what are you getting out of? Uh-huh. I ain't had many dealings with the Earth Directorate myself. You're the first agent I ever met, in fact. As for the rest of your organization, can't really say. They hate corporations, I've heard that much. But what about you? You buy into their policy too? No, I get that. Look, I'm sorry. I ain't seen evidence of it yet. But maybe, and as you've seen, that kind of fine by me. How personal are we talking? I would have continued serving on the, look, I knew dismissal was a possibility. Oh, huh. If nothing, anyhow, I would rather return, right. If this new graft fails, you mean? Then I keep pushing forward till I can't anymore. But suppose if her treatment doesn't stick. Oh, I couldn't even tell you who that doctor was or where they're stationed. Grafting was a procedure in its infancy. I'd rather not dwell on the. Fine by me. See, our onboarders promised that if we demonstrated exceptionalism, showed initiative, that it ain't like they forced us to join up. We did that on our own. And it said in our contract that they could send us wherever we were. Can't complain if where we're needed is in a trench staring down the barrels of a minigun. All right. I don't know if I would have made it out alive without him. Better than I'd feared. Only had to bury 2 troopers. It was a rough few nights at first, knowing I couldn't help folk who. In any case, I'm only fine by me. They treated me better than my last employers did. And despite what? Did you take a look at what? I'm just one of many who welcomed the chance to enlist with open arms. Of course, now, that takeover was the best thing that ever. Fine by me. I want to, but the Earth Directorate itself. But they never responded. Never showed up. Look, no matter how often I'm hit in the face with that fact, nor do I. Fine by me. They said we'd all get burned if we put too much stock. Maybe. Though what I've seen from those of us at the bottom only found joy with our family. Most of my friends joined. Though there is, of course, that did in Tau-Ceti. If he was gone, we never. So if you're wondering why I say what you want, but with.
Got time for a debrief, Commander?
Auntie's Choice is the proud maker of Spacer's Choice, Zero G Blue, and
all these rifts got everyone riled up, including me. What are we supposed to do if we encounter one?
The others appear to be well, hello. You appear burning with purpose. Is everything all right? Has something occurred? Judging by the waves of consternation wafting off of... Yes, I know of a means in. But you must do something for me there, even though I no longer am of the Protector. Now, I'll prepare a writ of conscription to the Vox. Once you're inside, there's something else I need you to do. Something that would save many lives. The Vox Relay is, to my mind, a time bomb. Brigadier Montelli's lost his way. Now all manner of chaos is raging there. I've heard tell he's even resorted to extra-legal executions. Madness, I tell you. A brigadier doesn't act as judge, jury, and executioner. That's an arbiter's job. Marshal Corbin. As with all my subjects, I have been there when he needed me. I trust we can call on him now to do, and we cannot allow any of that to happen. If Corbin becomes the highest-ranking officer, the Protectorate execute connivers and schemers. Corbin must appear forced to take down Montelli in the moment. It cannot feel like a plotted coup. Good. Farewell.
A lot of protectorate strung up there. Dead or dying slow. What in the void's going on here?
Remedying, armed and ready.
Don't make me bury another agent!
Susceptible
Medkit coming your way.
The system abides.
Let me end this fight on my feet.
Susceptible
You are approaching a restricted estate.
Vera is that you there? Why do you have an Auntie's Choice abomination?
Careful now. You're speaking to a soldier who could put one between your eyes at 100
Ugh, no matter. I cannot afford to worry over you. I have a grave number. Vigilant Hogarth sent you? I wish I could help, but he's been named a traitor. These credentials, that being said, I am from Westport. If Hogarth, the Brigadier, sees enemies everywhere, sappers in every shadow, approaching him under questionable license is to risk being shot. It's too dangerous for us both. While it pains me to act in what might be contrary to the Brigadier's personal conviction, still, I can't simply have you saunter through the gates. It would cause the gibbets. There is little view of who's within them, so I can use them to haul you into the station without notice. I won't lock them, so you can free yourself once inside. I remember her. She and I occasionally met to take pot shots at the local Krabbapop. She worked on the command floor. There's a chance she lingers, quietly continuing her work. Regardless, it has been quite some time since I saw her. Allow me to open them for you and your companions.
Hope I never see the inside of one of those again.
Again. Come, quickly. We must all bear witness.
Technicians Acna and Gastrell, you stand accused of manufacturing a fatal flaw in one of our valued dragoons. Have you any last words to express your shame?
That Dragoon was already defective. Oh, we were only rebuilding the logic assembly so that...
At last, the truth alights. I hope this belated confession on the charges of sabotage and treason... No,
More loyal subjects executed. And valued technicians, no less. Wait. I recognize you. From Horizon Point. Yes, just outside the Skip Labs before the incident. Please tell me you were not responsible for all the evil that transpired afterward. That name means nothing to me, and even if it did, how am I to know what you say is even the truth? This entire dialogue is pointless. Well, others named Hogarth a traitor, but I never believed it. If anything, Montelli is inflicting more injury to the Protectorate right now than the whole of what Hogarth is accused of. In any case, the writ all but obliges me to aid you. Perhaps now we can put an end to all of this lunacy. If I can just speak with Montelli, maybe I can persuade him to stand down. Go to his terminal. Search for any information on it that may be deployed against him. Also, while you're there, notify High Command that I'm taking control of the station. I'll admit there's some risk in having my actions misinterpreted. I could be named a traitor, as Vigilant Hogarth was. Or sent... No. Surely High Command will understand the need for this transfer of power. What I do now, I do for the Protectorate. Besides, Montelli is not merely my superior. He's also an old friend. I must make some attempt to get through to him. Remind him of what true service to the Protectorate means. Marshal Donaldson said that? I'm a bit stunned he would express any such opinions to you outright. I suppose it speaks to how untenable the situation's become. Much as I prefer a peaceable solution, you're right. The Protectorate would be made stronger by his passage. If he cannot serve as a general, he may yet serve as an example. It would still be best to investigate Montelli's terminal for anything that might unsettle or unbalance him before our confrontation. You will need to head through the door. I will join.
Did you hear Montelli lock the thrusters?
I heard nothing, and neither did you.
But if the Vox relay launches, we won't be able to change its trajectory. It could land on one of our towns.
Aggressors in range.
No, of course not. Seems like trouble. Aborting search!
Looks like a fight.
Spot of trouble.
Prudence dictates, eye your neighbors carefully. Huh?
Looks like a fight.
Not walking this off. Stand me back up.
Taking shelter! Break was their trespasser punishing my firearm.
Knew you had my back. Let me know when you need a distraction. Appreciate a little help, Commander.
Back in business.
Knew you had my back.
Am not nor think.
Liquidate him.
trouble.
I'll take care of him, Commander. Appreciate a little help, Commander.
Looks like a fight. Grass raring to go.
I repudiate all vapid commercialism.
Medkit coming your way.
If I go, can I remain unsullied under the command of a rambling, nonsensical persecutor? Oh, hello there. You seem to have caught. Now, I must kindly ask that you vacate the vicinity. Your presence here is proving distracting, to put it mildly. Only patrolling one of the most vulnerable parts of the station? Yes, that's it. Very specialized work. Discreet, confidential. You'd never comprehend the value. There's no need for it. I don't know what to do. I just don't wish to die. I can't. That'd be a fine idea. If only there weren't a group of starving raptidons that saw fit to make a den so close. I can? Oh, here. This key card should unlock a storage cache up above. It has some supplies in it that...
We should keep moving, Commander.
instruction and a restorative cocktail to bring my imperfections. That seems odd. Aborting search.
Time to earn my commission.
Restoring the balance. Looking for cover. Marching boldly. Into the front.
business. Brass back in business.
The anti-rocket's taken lead. Move!
Huh. Appears our good brigadier is being guided by someone else's hand. You wager that influence is what pushed him over the edge?
Yes. What now? I was warned the paradigm would test me, and Corbin. By your presence, of all the serpents writhing beneath my boot, you were the last I expected to strike at me.
The only renegade here is you, Umberto. You forced my hand through your paranoia and cruelty.
I'm killing traitors, seditionists. I am purging our prized. My methods may seem callous, but a swift response to treason is necessary to prevent this crisis from worsening. Auntie's choice, bah! The invaders are vacuous opportunists dead from the collar up. They would not have found purchase here if not for the festering rot already in our soil.
Festering rot? Hell of a way to speak of your own forces, Brigadier.
Or perhaps your auntie's choice simply lacks the standards to separate out mediocrity. Nevertheless, I am not afraid to speak what's true. Our great protectorate has lost its way. Years of comfort and plenty without stricter enforcement have softened us, made us weak, undisciplined. If only the Sovereign heeded his consul's wisdom, he could restore the Protectorate's honor, instead of shaming his forebears by leaving such a grave task to others, like myself. Perhaps by whatever awful passes for your laws, by Protectorate standards, I've satisfied my mandate to protect this station from all threats, without and within.
It's as I feared. You really have gone beyond the reach of all reason and honor.
Enough.
Practicing some battle. Say your last month's earnings, the debris left her mark here.
What now? My methods may seem... If only the Sovereign...
It's as I feared.
Enough.
Give the word in, I'll take care of him, Commander. This thing is still tired.
On the way. Let's get you healed. Medical pack out.
Serve the Sovereign. Restoring the balance.
What I was the only my methods may seem if only the Sovereign.
It's as I feared.
Enough.
On your command.
Montelli's reign of terror has ended. If you'd have told me all those years ago that this is where my future would lead, standing over Montelli's corpse, I'm not sure I would have wished to survive. What's done is done. I only hope my superiors will understand my actions here today. After I've summoned janitorial services, give the station the news. There will be much that needs explaining. I suppose I should thank you for your assistance. But for both our sakes, I do hope we never meet again.
This is the control room. Bet you last month's earnings that DeVries left her mark here.
Hey, Commander. Ain't that the symbol for Earth Directorate Special Operations? Must have been left by DeVries.
We should keep moving, Commander.
I don't know who you are or how you accessed my private terminal, but it won't do for prying eyes to have evidence of my activities. I've triggered the Vox Relay failsafe ejection routine. But worry not. After launching, the station will take several minutes to achieve its pre-programmed self-destruct altitude, so you'll have plenty of time to enjoy the ride before your death.
We gotta do something. If the Vox crashes into Fairfield, it'll kill a whole lot of my people and innocent civilians. Use the control panel. Do the right thing. It's a Commander, we need... We need to go. We ought to move, quick!
Strange state of affairs. Huh?
Remain vigilant. I advise you decamp directly. Much ado about nothing.
What kind of tomfoolery is this?
Moving in.
Recommencing hostility.
Knew you had my back.
Mission filled.
Gaze sees all. Giving chase. Forever vigilant.
Got some bad company.
Happy to help. Discreetly. To the rescue. Sight unseen.
All right. Calling it quits.
Back to it.
ready to waste them.
Checked off the final skill-building task. Scavenge a seaworthy raft, then set a course for promotion. If only we had a bottle of Spectrum Red to christen the thing.
Don't think you want to hit that floating rubbish pile with any bottles.
Pipe down, Cobb. I have every confidence in my handmade vessel. Sleek, sturdy, reasonably buoyant, perfect execution. Assembled with no help from you, I might add.
For the last time, I have indigestion.
Uh-huh. Sooner we reach the northern tip of the northern island, the sooner we get our promotions.
This whole capitalism thing isn't so dreadful after
And law as my witness, I'll make you my assistant VP.
sanitary engineering.
Pinch me.
This is Sanitation Specialist Cutshaw, soon to be graduate of the Promotion Acceleration Program, shoving off for our final destination.
Monetary renewal. Stays a year with our also paid to be compensated for doing literally nothing.
That's Scrump, the one.
At attention, Trooper. Report.
What unit?
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, that...
Oh, Law! The Protectorate scum took all our weapons. How am I supposed to get back? The Raptidons will rip me to pieces! What? My hands are shaking fit to fall off my arms. Of course. I hate to ask, but any chance you got a grenade I can borrow? Even if I miss, the noise should scare off any Raptidons.
How to say, Commander, this weren't one of your finer ideas. Let's hope he ain't got the wherewithal to actually pull the...
I'm just gonna get to Fairfield. I'm just gonna... Oh, what was that? Is someone out there? Stay back, I'm warning you. I got a grenade. All I gotta do is pull this pin and... Uh-oh. Ah!
Have we truly certified
Let me know when you need a distraction.
for this mission? It would be most disheartening were any of us to their reservations.
If you take issue with my presence, speak plainly. My loved one's deeds bear no influence on my own.
Your loved one, Swan? Once a loved one of mine became a traitor, I would no longer refer to them thusly. Unless you still harbor feelings.
Enough! Your sniping discredits you both. Wardens must speak through action. Move out!
Failing.
I'd heard tale of those war-bred monstrosities, but this facility is overrun. We must pull back. Return with no less than a support battery.
Wardens do not retreat, nor take any ignoble action. I shall excuse your cowardice by way of shock. Whether we are destined to succeed or die, we shall do what is required of us. We will not falter. Marchand, make a duplicate of our field recording. In the event we don't survive.
On the trigger.
Latch to the handle, Commander. Lift should be here soon. Amen. Damn it! Slave master bad luck? We've had none at all.
I could climb up the shaft faster than this. That's it. I'm one. Just as soon as I put these boys down. Anything else the universe wants to throw at us while we're here?
One of my lungs meets the open air. LaRue fell swiftly. Screamed for me to help, but if I had remained to aid her, the mission would be at its end. The mission which is now doomed regardless. I arrived here to find the controls non-functional. Since my weapon delivers magnetically contained electric charges, I inserted it into a conduit hoping it would spring to life, but the Fairfield power controls have deteriorated. I wish I could admit relief, but in my heart of hearts, I wished my love to live, despite her traitorism. My darling, I am sorry. But were you here, I would use the last of my strength to slay you. Our feelings are not even a candle to the incandescent love of the Sovereign. Our blood, my blood, for the Protectorate. Signing off.
Greetings. Something new to report? Oh, I must say, this...
Take the pressure off with Anti-Fizzos. 3 atmospheres of pressure.
I'm trying not to fret about these rifts so much.
Someday, when I make it big in lower middle management, I'm gonna come back here and buy it.
Did you hear? The Vox... We are beyond fortunate that no one was injured. Aside from the...
Surprised you were ambulatory enough to come by. Milver Street typically buries the unwary under... I'm Officer Babylon Carr, the destruction of the Vox. Fine spot of work, that. You wouldn't happen to know the enterprising spirit who brought it low. Damnation! The idea of a freelancer ambling in and shame someone as capable as you is so awash in sentiment.
Pending scheduled improvements. Rest assured,
Ah, there you are. I have a missive for you. Highest priority. Recipient's eyes only. All I can tell you is that it is from Arcadia's most judicious custodians, the Order of the Ascendant. Oh, they did also say it was important. I was tasked 6 months ago to deliver it to whomever ship was at this landing pad at this exact... All other questions may be answered by viewing the missive, I expect. Farewell, and as they say, may all your endeavors come to fruition. Best of luck to you.
Time to watch whatever it was the messenger had for us.
Greetings, Agent of the Earth Directorate. I am Ruth Bassar, presiding Bishop of the Order of the Ascendant. At this time, I can only presume you think us your enemy, directly responsible for your colleague Augustine DeVries' actions way back on Horizon Point. I assure you, we were not. A splinter group was behind that heresy. The collective of scientists and scholars I lead are committed to elevating humanity by pursuing a greater understanding of reality. I believe our goals are not incompatible. We both oppose the Protectorate, and we both wish to preserve Arcadia from ruin. We can help each other. I entreat you to speak with Abbot Newell. He can be found in Golden Ridge at Matriarch's Mercy. He will aid you in your mission, and hopefully, you will see fit to aid us in ours. Nav key coordinates to the Golden Ridge landing pad on Dorado are embedded in this message. Go forth as was determined, and may the plan guide you.
Reckon we've got our work cut out for us. Let's head to Golden Ridge.
Commander, the nav key coordinates supplied by the presiding. Additionally, we are also able to land in Free Market Station. Due to the Astrogator's progress with the updates, Golden Ridge is located on Dorado. It is home to the Alexandra Monastery and Matriarch's Mercy. The Protectorate abandoned it soon after the invasion, leaving Auntie's Choice and the Order of the Ascendant to fight for control of the area and its resources. Free Market Station is an independent marketplace, the only one in the system. It is called such as it was built out of a crashed Auntie's Choice freighter by that name. Agent Ibarra prioritized your recovery above pursuing Agent DeVries. This involved disassembling and rebuilding the Astrogator to allow as the rebuilding process progresses, old nav keys may be unlocked. Unfortunately, most of them are...